What is going on, guys? So there are two things I definitely want to talk about right now. That's obviously we now since the game has changed now, since Doug Pederson just got fired. A lot of things to talk about. A lot of speculation. We don't really know what's going on, but Jeffrey Lurie actually talked to the media about the firing of Doug Pederson. So I'm going to read pretty much everything that he said. And kind of just leave it at that. It's a little long, not too much, a few paragraphs, but just want to read some of it right now, and then we'll get to other news, obviously. So all right. So, statement from Jeffrey Lurie. So, I have spent the last few weeks evaluating everything from the past year and looking ahead. We are all very disappointed with the way our season went and eager to turn things around, not just for the next season, but also for the future of the franchise. Coach Doug Pederson and I had the opportunity to sit down, discuss that collective vision would look like moving forward. After taking some time to reflect on these conversations, I believe it is in both of our best interests to part ways. I have known Doug and his family for more than 20 years and will always be family to me. I have a tremendous amount of respect for him and everything we have accomplished together over the last 5 seasons. Everyone in the organization understands the type of man and coach that he is and how much he means to all of us, as well as the city of Philadelphia. We all look forward to the day that he will be inducted into the Eagles Hall of Fame as a Super Bowl winning head coach, and we are confident he will have success with his next team. But as the leader of the organization, it is imperative for me to do what I believe is best for everyone as we look ahead for the future and move into our next chapter. I know that we have work to do, get back to where we want to be, but I also believe that we have an exceptionally strong group of people in this organization who can help set us up for future success. That was pretty much the statement from Jeffrey Lurie. Obviously, obviously because Doug used to play here, known him for a long time, and obviously it's his time to go. Right decision to make, and obviously, Jeffrey Lurie thinks that we have a very good foundation here with what coaches we do have here right now to build on top of that, and with our players as well. So there's a lot going on for that. So. The next thing I want to go over is Carson Wentz, Jalen Hurts. Now Doug is finally gone. What's going to happen? Obviously, head coaching search. This is going to be something that's going to take some time. I don't think they're going to, hire their head coach next week. So this might be a little bit of a wait time for this. But I think at the end of the day, guys, whatever head coach does come to this team, I think they will have the decision if Carson Wentz is the quarterback that they want here. And if that's the case, then, they'll have him for this year, see how he does, build around him. And if he, shows more of what he did, if he at least does something next year, this year in 2021, it doesn't show anything like he did in 2020, then maybe, it's just a bad year for Carson Wentz and, then we'll be good to go. But if not, you always have Jalen Hurts. So obviously you have that big price tag with Carson Wentz. A head coach could come in here, guys, and say, that's not the quarterback I want in the system that I want to run in Philadelphia. This means that there could be a young, innovative head coach that calls plays, or you could have a head coach and have an offensive coordinator. So there's a bunch of different things that could happen as of right now. But as time, goes on, we're just going to see what happens down the road. I really don't know what's going to happen. It depends who comes into this room. If Jeffrey Lurie says, see, when you bring a head coach in here, the head coach wants their quarterback that he feels is going to fit his system and what they're doing. And if Carson Wentz doesn't fit the mold, oh, hell, Jalen Hurts might not even fit the mold. You never know at this point. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see what head coach is going to come in here and obviously deal with this big mess that we do have right now. A lot of people are saying that, since Doug is fired, Carson Wentz is automatically going to be here. But never say never, because head coaches want their own quarterbacks. Ron Rivera did it with Washington, with Dwayne Haskins. He tried him out for a few weeks. He just kind of lost interest in having him as a starting quarterback. You know what I mean? So things always do change, and head coaches sometimes come in and they say, I don't want this guy. Carson Wentz is not my guy. I don't think he's going to work with his offense, his mechanics, his weight. I want him to run around a little bit. I don't know. I could be wrong, but at a sense, I am right, because every head coach wants their own QB and wants to start a new era, and doesn't, head coaches, they don't mind coming in here starting with a veteran quarterback or something like that, or someone that's older or something like that. But most coaches want to come into a fresh system, create their own thing, and have their quarterback to grow with. So coach and you don't want to come in here and then trade quarterbacks and then go for another quarterback that's not promising, that you're going to trade later or get rid of before his contract, is up, or, there's a lot of different things that the Eagles could do right now. But, with a new head coach and new offensive coordinator coming in, you never know what could happen. I'm expecting to see some normalcy in this team next year, and it's exciting. I think it's exciting to see what head coach is going to really build this culture back up again and start, hopefully drafting well and doing some good things. Now, obviously, Howie Roseman and probably, Howie Roseman's most likely going to do the draft, most likely. But at the same time, this head coach has got to have some input as well on who they draft as well. So I think, Howie Roseman, it seems like maybe he has all the power right now, but maybe this line of what's going on could change to where Howie's got to share some of this power, and maybe Howie won't have final say. So we just really need to see how this is all going to work out. But Doug is gone. It opens up a lot of things. It's going to want a head coach. Obviously, some head coaches take a mess of teams to go to a challenge, and some of them are like, don't want to go near this team because of it's going to be impossible to turn this team around with the cap situation and the roster that we have the next couple years. So that's where it really matters. So other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of stuff going on this offseason. It's going to be a very busy offseason, and I can't wait to see what the Eagles do. Can't wait to see what Jeffrey Lurie does. And you know what? I'm proud of Jeffrey Lurie for one point. After seeing that sheet of ideas that Doug was going to have to change this offense this year, coaching staff-wise, I was not impressed at all. I was actually really, really disgusted that not only you did it once, but you did it twice, to where your second time you're not even – it's not even working. This is your worst year that you've had as a head coach. So, other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. So, what do you think about Jeffrey Lurie and what he said about Doug's, firing? And do you have a lot of, trust in Jeffrey Lurie going into the season? And do you think Carson Wentz is going to be here still, or do you think a head coach is going to come in saying, Carson Wentz is my quarterback, and yeah, we need to try to trade him? So, we'll see what happens. All right, guys, I'll see you guys later. Shakes going up. Files 5. Peace out, guys. Peace.